everybody, I am here, I'm live. I did not know that they actually did have a hearing before the meeting. So this was the hearing. This is the information for the hearing that was held before. I guess it was for the, like I said, I was only notified of the actual board meeting. It was regarding budget and appropriation for fiscal year 25-26. And I don't see any budget documents here shared, so.
No, and I called them on Thursday about the participation portion and we had an indicator on the public policy discussion about documents, which I explained that that's. No, they're hanging in the lobby, so in the case, but they're covered up. So you can see little line items, but I'm holding here.
Hold on, I'll film it then too. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I didn't even know there was a hearing.
I didn't either.
I was only notified of the meeting, so. But yeah, I'm live, so yeah. Just so you know, don't give away your social security number or anything. Hey there. Nothing crazy.
Never, but this is their idea of
But
transparency.
I didn't even know about the hearing. That's not fair.
So one could argue that the hearing was not published for 48 hours straight in a visible manner, making that an illegal hearing. But here, take a look. So notice how here's some of the content, but notice how they did the 40. So they were trying to comply with the 48-hour rule, which we called them on in the past, with having it in the windows over there, because you can't see this when you're outside. When you're outside.
Correct.
So for them to post this over that, and then when I truly asked them for a copy, they said, no.
So how can they have a budget hearing without showing people the budget?
They arguably can't, and that's why I did call them out on it during the public participation, which McCaskill countered with saying that there was a meeting last month in which the paperwork was available, and I pointed out to him it's irrelevant because I'm talking about the here and now. It's still irrelevant. There should have been paperwork tonight, period. Period. This is what you want to discuss.
Or put it online.
No, and I would argue people who don't have access online, there should be if you show up
paper
to the meeting,
as well. I agree.
both for the options.
So this is the technically the display, but it's not a proper display.
So here's the half violation. He's live.
So you can't see
So here's the half violation. Right here you can see the agenda, okay? So that's the meeting that's about to start.
Okay.
And that's visible 48 hours straight. But
Right.
the agenda for the hearing that's indoors, can you see that?
No.
That means it was a disrupted 48-hour period for the hearing and you gotta check the OMA Act.
So that's an OMA violation.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay, so you guys just saw that. And I wasn't even, because I was not even aware of the hearing that they just had about the budget. And as we saw, the budget was not visible for the budget hearing. So I don't know how that was done, but that was not proper. Hey French, hey, no apologies, what's up guys? Thanks so much for joining us, everybody, if you're just tuning in. Again, this is the Harvey Public Library Board meeting. I showed, if you rewind a little bit in the video, I showed that apparently there was a hearing at 6:15 that I did not know about, and it was about the budget And I just showed how the budget was not really displayed properly. So I believe that's an Open Meetings Act violation. So
Today's Thursday, August 14th, 2025. Time is 6:32. Roll call.
President Castle,
Yes.
Vice President Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary McCaskill here, Treasurer Johnson,
Here.
Trustee Hooks,
Here.
Trustee Morgan, absent, Trustee Cross. Present.
Motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Roll call. I'm sorry. For the appointment, employment, and compensation, discipline, and performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C1.
Second.
Roll call.
President McCaskill,
Yes.
Vice President Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary McCaskill, yes, Treasurer Johnson,
Yes.
Trustee Hooks,
Yes.
Trustee Morgan, here, Trustee Cross. Yes.
did you know they had a budget hearing? Because I showed up and they were in the middle of the budget hearing. I didn't know that either. At 6:15. With no copies of the budget. Okay guys, so they just so you know, they just voted to go into executive session, okay? Let me show you. I'll show you the agenda here, okay? So,
Bathroom. Security guard has to lock and unlock the bathrooms. So when
All right.
he wanted to go, everybody was like, no.
so this is the meeting. So they did the roll call. They're going to executive session now. Now, notice they did, A, B, and C, they do list discussion about staffing, agency, and trustee involvement. But again, none of these things we really don't know the details because they haven't made them available either online or via paper or anything. Trustee signing contract without board approval, I have no idea what that means. Trustee sanction / officer trustee scope of duties, don't know what that means. Then they're going to reconvene with us. So those are the A, B, and C, I guess, are what they're discussing right now. And then we have the treasurer's report. They're going to be approving minutes, approval of bills, trying to see what else here. Approval of, this is interesting, approval of HVAC proposal. That's probably spending a decent amount of money. Special counsel, you notice Delgado Group. That's the same firm that was, that defended Tiffany Henyard and Dalton. They do a lot of political work in the South End. Approval of the budget, which they just had a hearing for, but it was, to my knowledge, it wasn't really advertised properly, and we just saw it wasn't posted properly outside the library, so that should be an Open Meetings Act violation. And the budget documents were not available, so who knows what they're spending on what. And then audience participation is at the very end, and they're only give 2 minutes, and that's that. Now remember, the significance of this is, I'm going to turn to the next page. Remember, Commissioner Keisha McCaskill, she was appointed by Napoleon Harris and other Democratic Party leaders as our county commissioner for the 5th District, Cook County Commissioner. Remember, Cook County is the second largest county in the country, okay? So her husband, Anthony McCaskill, you can see here, is the president of the board, okay? Angela Taylor is the vice president, Treasurer Felicia Powell Johnson, who also works with the McCaskill family at the Harvey Park District, okay? Their daughter, Amari McCaskill, is the secretary. Trustee Morgan was absent tonight. Trustee Price, that is Keith Price's wife, Okay, so the connection there, you recognize the name. And then Chappelle Hooks is a trustee as well. So the big things that we're looking for are the the allegations of nepotism and the fact that the three names here, you have Anthony McCaskill, that's Keisha's husband. Amari McCaskill is her daughter. Felicia Powell Johnson works at the Park District. And on the Park District, you have their daughter Amari is on the board. Keisha is the executive director. So the daughter voted to hire the mother, Keisha, as executive director of our Park District. And also here at the library, they also voted to hire Keisha as a consultant here at the Harvey Public Library. So the McCaskill family has a lot of conflicting power and positions between the Park District and the library. Yeah. So again, I know, right? It's like a tangled web. So you have Anthony is the husband, Amari is the daughter, Felicia Powell Johnson is the associate. So they all they work for the Park District, or they are they're associates there at the Park District as well as at the library. Keisha McCaskill, who was appointed Cook County Commissioner and is running against Kiana Belcher in the Democratic primary for Cook County Commissioner, that's Keisha McCaskill. She is she's the consultant here at the library, and she was appointed and hired by her family and friends to be executive director at the Harvey Park District. So, not even saying that everyone's doing a bad job, but it's just there's a lot of overlapping family and friends and potential conflicts of interest. So it should be interesting. And this board, like every other Harvey board, does not release financial information. Surprise, surprise. Are you surprised by now? So it's another board that we don't really know where our money's going. So they're in the executive session, and then when they're back, we will, I guess, see what happens. So thanks for tuning in, and just bear with us. And like I said, once they get back from executive session, then we'll see what's happening. So. So we have a few people here tonight. Wish we had a few more, but something, I guess.
So it didn't have a full 48 hours. Not really sure how you're having a discussion or information you didn't use to make sense. It was like, well, we had a meeting last month and it was available to everyone. I was like, that doesn't matter. We're hearing now. And there should have been something for everybody.
So there's a budget hearing.
The day you started out very sparkly.
I haven't seen any budget information.
Yeah.
Did you want to go look at that with me?
Yeah.
Do you want to show the reporter?
Yeah.
I can pull it up.
Where's it? So is this?
Well, Valerie showed it to me, but she said, don't forget Felicia Melvin is running against. Oh, thank you. You're right. I totally forgot about that. So Felicia is also going to be in that Democratic primary. Thank you. No apologies. Thank you for reminding me of that. I'll show people again since we're live and we're just kind of waiting for the executive session to finish. But yeah, she showed us out here. So I guess what they did is they did post it, but they did post it, but it wasn't really done. It wasn't really done. Yeah, so I'll show you.
Goals components. I'll write it down for you.
Okay, so you guys can see. So as you enter in, these doors are locked and the library's closed, okay? So as you come in, so these are the two, so this is what I did not know about. This is the agenda for the public hearing that they had. So when I arrived, they were just having it. And I was like, oh, what's this? I did receive this, okay? So supposedly these were posted, but as you can see, they're covered up, so they're covering up the budget. So even though technically the budget, I guess, is here, you can't really see it. The other issue is that even though it's there, when you are outside, I'll show you guys again. When the doors close, you can't see. Okay, so if you're outside and the doors are locked, you're not able to see. You can't see in there. See the problem? So to me, that does seem like an issue with improper posting. The all meeting notices, public meeting notices in Illinois are supposed to be posted 48 hours in advance. Now, they do have this posted so you can see it from the exterior, but this is just for the regular board meeting. Okay. So not only did they have the hearing for the budget, but then they're supposed to vote on it tonight. If you notice, right, oops, where is it? Right here. So how can they have the hearing on it and vote on it the same night, and we haven't even seen it? So this is a problem. What did you say? What else did you say? French? A gang of friends. Yes, exactly. They're all connected. Yeah, and I'm gonna look at this again myself before. Wish I could take a photo while I'm in this live. We made your message clear to Harvey police over PO and moved the needle on Mr. Brown. Do you think so? I hope so. You know what? No apologies. You might be right. Hey, you're back. Yeah, they're just an executive session, but the meeting is in session. Yeah, I just wanted to cover for the live and then to show this young lady how this was improperly posted.
Right, this is the old one.
The-
24, 25. Back here.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even read it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
24,
wait.
25. So maybe has this been here the whole time?
Mhm.
It has. Okay.
Oh, so this
This is
this
old.
isn't even the oh, okay. So basically,
Right.
they didn't post the budget at all
Mm-mm.
because they didn't post it online, to my knowledge, and then they didn't post it. Okay, so you heard that. You can scratch that. So not only was it not posted properly, it wasn't posted at all. Oh my god! Thank you for noticing that. I didn't even notice. Okay, so that's last year's budget, guys. See, look at 2024 and ending June 2025. Oh my gosh. I'm curious though to see, like, look, how much do they have allotted? Collection development. Audit fund? $19,000. Like, who are they paying $19,000 to get to audit, and then we still don't see what's what? Interesting. But anyway, that's the old budget. But yeah, what else did you guys say? Hold on, one second. Felicia, yeah, check that. No apologies, because Felicia actually. Ooh, some lights went out. Felicia actually is running. She might be running for 6th district in Cook County. Trina and Ryan need Starlink internet. What's that? Why are you? Please tell me if the reception's bad again, and I can try to move around. Nobody washes the windows. Probably not. But they definitely have time to make sure their names are up. So, and I know it looks newer, but the library is not brand new. It was, they spent a ton of money on it. I think Keith Price was board president at the time. He was on the board. They spent a lot of money on it, and they redid it and expanded it, but we didn't actually get a new library. That's the crazy thing, for all the money that was spent. So yeah, anyway. Is what it is, I guess. Is what it is. Okay, and we're back. Hello. I guess so, French, yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, Trina, exactly. Hey Diana, this is the library board meeting. Are you gonna stop by? Come on over. Come on over, guys. Come to the public library. Come to the Harvey Library and hang out. Come say hi. Here we go. So they are in executive session right now, okay, guys? I'll move over a little bit just so you can kind of see. Let me see how my charge level is doing. I may need to plug my phone into it. Yeah, that's fine. No apologies. You are welcome. Please, that's why I had the live. We just want everybody to stay informed. So it's a little bit of an idea of who's here tonight. So not a huge crowd, but we did get a few more people since last time. Mr. Keith Price is here. I don't recognize the other two gentlemen. But yeah. So that's that. Let me see if I can plug in, maybe get a little charge going here. Oops. I don't know why that's wobbly. So yes, hang tight, guys. We'll be back after. We're just in executive session. Hey, everybody. Get some charge going.
They are likely to actually not have an answer to that arena. Girl.
I think a couple weeks ago they were talking about and then because they were letting the teams know that that was yes.
Bad boy in. Okay, you guys, I gotta fix this thing here. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, that's smoother. Okay, whoop, whoop. My stand is acting up a little bit. Okay, I think that's better. Wait. Okay. There we go. Tighten that up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my apple picking earlier. I name member KP, exactly, yep. I'll turn so you guys can see who's here. How about that? I know it's more interesting when you can see the people here. See the people. See the people. See the people. Oh, we probably didn't take anything up. They were talking about I don't know about what they were doing because they had a I wasn't notified in the budget. I wasn't posted and I don't
And you can see it on your way out here. And here's the critical. There's 48 hour indication where the words like legible.
going to be valid.
So it's just kind of. Oh, you did your.
Oh, yes.
You may stay. Published nothing, so then I sit here and go, officially on the record, that you can see for yourself.
I put it on the video. I showed people. Yeah.
All of it, and that's part of what I would challenge every time you experience hardship, I laugh at the real level. The reason being, to me, the feds are toxic. Maybe a legal bridging up to election, but not my job. You went through the whole curve. The Castro refused to get any information, nominations, or nominations can file their paperwork, which again is obstruction of the election. You're obligated to mention to the local election officials, and Harvey and I had a point of matter. That's not afraid to either look at the periods or commas or they all I never told you officially, my name is Valerie, officially. See what I'm looking for?
Right. And then you can look and then saw that it was last year.
Yeah, nice catch, Ryan. Yeah,
I
know.
I
I
can take
got
credit for that.
so I go, okay.
She gets the award for that
Solo
one.
act.
Maureen gets the award for that one, guys.
You can make the first speech.
Hey, Critical.
When I decided it was no.
Looks like he's keeping his eye on things. Right. Fired him, and I don't think that was done correctly at all. He did. Yeah, he was fired, and that was so handled so inappropriately. I don't know if you guys remember, I covered that meeting, so. But yeah. So you can see, yeah, Mr. Price is here. I don't know who he's talking to. And then there's Leroyce, who owns the resale shop in downtown Harvey, and then the other gentleman, I forget. I think I did meet him once, and I can't remember his name. So yeah, we're just waiting. If you just were joining us, I'll show you the agenda, okay? So this is what they're supposed to be discussing right now. Look at how vague this is. Look. Discussion about staffing agency and trustee involvement. Well, what is that supposed to mean? We don't know anything about what that means. Trustee signing contract without board approval. Who? What contract? Again, we don't know anything. Trustee sanction. A sanction? An officer trustee scope of duties. Okay, who? For what? So they're supposed to be talking about all that right now, and then they're going to reconvene. My concern is, look at approval of budget. But the meeting wasn't advertised properly according to the law, and we've never seen the budget. How can you vote on it? That's crazy. And then they're going to allow us, the taxpayers who foot the bill, 2 minutes to speak at the end. How kind of them. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so an agenda is. So we were talking about that.
Maybe that's the discussion is who is the staff at the agency to make everyone clear. Who's doing the hiring in that discussion.
Right.
Trustees.
And then there's sanction. But I'm like, sanction. And for what?
I heard about it.
It just in general, very vague. And again, have you, Valerie,
You know?
and they shown
What?
because they're voting on that. And they made that available for schools.
Oh, yeah, no. They typically do not have any papers, even though the board has to prepare it aside for them, they don't put it on the table. Even when you ask for it, you're not gonna get it.
Let me check on their phone. Is it anything on the website? I haven't checked it.
I haven't checked it.
And this, the point is, this is the vote on the staff, the trustees.
No, to me, the way I read this is they're alleging that the trustee signed a contract without board approval and that the trustee deserves to be sanctioned based on his scope of duties And that was, those are subtitles to the A, which is, the A is the main one. The other two support that discussion about the staffing agencies.
Okay, wait, that's what they're talking about, the executive session.
Yes, but as I would put to you, really quick, read, take a look at the verbiage, it's the employment compensation, discipline, et cetera, of specific employee, which a trustee is not, or legal counsel, which a trustee is not. So just harp on that one, because they have yet to change, they have yet to change the text of this phrase, and they're supposed to. They're supposed to be modifying it based on what the, is being discussed in summary. And what they're discussing in executive session is not about an employee, apparently. Get it?
And then again, how come, like, why was the treasurer report being spoken about, being a harbor and passage, just saying the words, the numbers?
Yeah, because, listen,
That's what happened in the last time, or, right, the last few times. I
They
mean,
don't
I've talked to the library,
No, but-
for the last 2 or so, I've covered, like, he just goes and reads numbers.
yes.
And I'm like, no, like, I don't see
So
it.
hit them up on during participation, so one positive
To ask,
about
to say, hey,
where are the copies, because we did that in mid-road, which actually no one's here. But enough of us kept showing up, where they finally were prepared and had a stack of list of bills. They got to the point where they would hand out the list of bills because they knew who wanted to read them and who was ready to, make a comment. So point out, documentation.
And then they're approving them.
Do it. Yes, but
Right.
it's easy to get it on record, the request of this refusal. So, agree with you, we're at 50/50. Remember, you were showing up.
And then there's at least one OMA violation with the,
Oh,
they
definitely.
didn't advertise the hearing correctly.
And it's not advertised so much as outside of the location a public meeting is held at. So City Hall, as there, it needs to be 48 hours straight. Park District, where they have a meeting, 48 hours straight. Has to be.
This one had the, I'm guessing it had the meeting, the hearing notice.
Right, it was missing
And
hearing.
then to me, that should legally invalidate that budget.
No, I can't do that, because well, here. So that is a theory, that's why I stopped. You may have hit on the, so let's pause for a moment. Wait, you may have really have this. Cheryl? Are you really quick? Ready? No, you don't need to wander, you can stay there, you ready?
That's fine, but I want to see it.
If the public hearing that was held for the budget was held legally, can they pass and approve the budget as they had it cited on the meetings?
I don't believe so,
Yeah, they violated the 48 hours. Well, I hear they couldn't give anyone for the facility even though it was asked for.
I'm not shocked. Anytime you know nothing, it's
And then they'll.
But you just landed on a really good one. See what you find out.
That
That's
was the law requires a hearing.
agreed.
For the budget hearing.
And it would be on the 48-hour grounds, even though we have the lack of publication as an argument, rest comfortably on the 48-hour rule violation with a blatant cut and dry bar.
And then why are they hiring Delgado? I don't understand that. For changing staffing agency and trustee.
Because Condon, Montana, and Welsh they were hired to do basically only administrative related stuff, and I believe their contract demands that it's something like this, where if you're going to court, that's what it's sounding like, yep. That's why they want to approve the special counsel for giving the
Very messy.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone wrote a budget, which is inappropriate, and then at the very end, they'll stop.
That is. Fair and any input. What do you think? And we're putting paper back.
Okay, so did you guys hear some of that? Let me see who's here.
And it was applied by the way, not offering.
What's the purpose of the school board or library board?
Yes.
So these are, so how it is run, at least here, French, because I know it probably may depend on the state, or the county, but they are totally separate taxing bodies. Years ago, the library used to be underneath the city, but they voted, I think, around 1990 to become its own, and a lot of the suburbs around here are similar, so it's its own separate government, and they levy their own taxes, so it has nothing to do with the parks or the city or the schools. I know it doesn't sound very efficient, but that's how it is a lot around here. Ms. Chappelle may be the only honorable person on this board. She's a hard fight. Is there another trustee standing up? Shawana Morgan is the other one that has been asking questions, but I don't know. She has not been here. Drive-by reading? What's that French? But yeah, so I don't know. You guys, how do they do it in other places where you're at? Do you guys have separate taxing bodies and boards for your schools, for your libraries, for your parks, or are they all controlled by the cities where you live? Feel free to put in the chat and tell us how is it where you live.
So far, the general consensus overall. So, here is the agenda for the public hearing. It has to be the budget for 25-26. This particular meeting was held illegally due to the fact that the agenda was not posted, thereby invalidating this meeting. Therefore, during this meeting right now, go ahead and pass the budget. Well, legal because they never had this meeting. So yeah, we're all on the same page.
That's what I
think. I didn't know about that meeting either. Another sample. They can't, so now watch this. They just dug their own grave. Please forgive me, but because they put audience participation at the end, we cannot legally say one damn word to them. We can't. They have to pass it first and then public participation. Meaning, because otherwise we're gonna get called out of the room for talking out loud.
Well, we can mention it again.
Oh, yeah, at the end.
Yeah. I'll mention that. I'll write it down.
You wanna have that one?
No, I think everybody should. Well, say what you want to say, but
Ryan?
more people that mention it, the better.
Lead on that one, will you? I took down the comment during the hearing side, it's your turn. Which, by the way, I guess there's your turn. Must have been one of ours. So we're all in confusion. So that means conduct. Conduct. He's gonna say something, then reminder whoever. He's just argue it's completely.
Oh, is that?
So we can just argue that it's not though.
That Condon is his last name? I was wondering
Yes.
who the lawyer was. Okay.
Tom Condon, he's with Montana Welch, not to be confused with the judge, Tom Condon, he's a completely different person.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a judge.
Oh, yeah. A
Thank
very
you.
well-known Cook County judge,
Attorney is
who just swore in a couple of mayors.
Condon?
Yes.
Okay. Budget bills, treasurer's report.
No, and here, what? I see what you're saying. Okay, then we go with the legible term. That we know is in there. So the budget was legible.
Okay, so what did you guys say? French says, I don't know how it is here. I'm Gal, another live, only about we know who. Oh.
No, and once it's.
Yeah, I think in Quebec, French, I don't know. I feel like it's more centralized there. I feel like the schools are, right? But yeah, I'm not an expert. I don't know. All I know is that in Illinois, for our size, we have way too. That's one of the problems of why we have high taxes. We have way too many taxing bodies. So can you imagine, like, just in this area, in the Southland alone, we have almost every town, almost every suburb, let's say, well, every town in general, they'll have a school board, which is separate, school boards. And they might be separate, like you might have an elementary school district and then a separate high school district and then a park district board and then a library board and then your town council. They're all separate taxing districts. So that's one of the reasons why our taxes are out of control, because we really have too many boards. And Grace says we're just taxed by the school board and the county, no parks and no library board. Those two are subcategories. Yeah, it's probably more efficient, honestly. Yeah, board meetings are boring here. I watch a few, but I would love to watch that French because I'd love to see them argue in French. The Canadians that I know complain to me and they say there's a lot of corruption in Quebec politics, but they say that there are a lot of Quebec, as far as provinces goes, has some of the best public services. But again, I'm not an expert. I just know from visiting. Quand j'étais en visite à Montréal ou à Québec, but usually Montréal, je visite. Quand j'ai le temps, j'aime visiter Montréal. You know, when I have the time, I like to visit Montreal. It's my favorite little Quebec destination, but yeah.
That covers all employees or not.
You say yes, French, yeah. Yeah, again, sorry guys for the wait. They're just in executive session, but stay tuned and we will be back. Okay, so the Bienvenue violation and then... For just in general, it seems like all the other parties, there's no transparency. Where are the budgets? Where's the treasurer report? Where's the, like, how do we even evaluate?
Your
that
transparency is next to zero at this library. That's something that many of us have spoken up on, but no changes have happened. In fact, here, who's the FOIA officer?
Oh, that's a good question.
We don't know, do we? Does anyone know who the FOIA officer is?
That's a good question.
Does anyone?
They claim this, everything we got.
Because it, well, we guessed what he was, but,
That's
so we still,
because my wife had to put a 40 in about the checks.
well, it's illegal for any member of the council to be a FOIA officer.
Well, exactly, but.
So, okay, so we guessed
They're not
this.
supposed to.
Maybe that's what they do.
I guess the open request is supposed to be received,
Yes,
but the attorney general responded today and told them that.
okay. So McCaskill, all right, well, then that backtracks on to McCaskill's still a FOIA officer.
Yeah.
Which again, can you say illegal? Right, you can't. Because you got, in other words, watch this. No member, no elected or appointed member of government should ever have full unfettered access to employee records, for example. If they do want something,
The operatives were there that should.
yeah, no.
And it's like, so you're telling us all we need to know.
He's
Without
not
saying
saying
any words.
anything. He's being silent, what are you talking about?
Right, that's okay, that's all we need.
But no, but so back to this, so even on the principle of transparency, the fact that this library has yet to have a FOIA officer, but how much money was it? It's 3 million in excess right now, or extra?
There's surplus?
Yeah, surplus, thank you, I couldn't
In your
remember.
budget? Is it real?
Am I not correct that there's 3 million surplus? Anybody?
I've never seen any of that.
I heard rumor that there was 3 million surplus that was on the backs of having no reference librarians full time, that was confident enough to check people's property deeds, let alone their taxes, let alone any other number of things that people use reference librarians for. So that surplus is them not having a reference librarian, that surplus is them not having an actual director.
Yeah, the library.
Yep, all, see what I'm saying?
So does Keisha serve as like?
Keisha's not, she's consultant still.
Is she like she's not social library.
See, and that's part of the tricky part, too, is how they structure all that. I know. Oh, yeah.
Should be intended to be a library.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's part of the.
I get so confused.
Other than that, I have.
And you know it's all on purpose. If we don't see what they're doing, how can we hold on to it?
By holding them accountable for keeping things hidden, that's how you do it.
Well, right. that's-
Keep calling them out for hiding it, and just saying, listen, this is such simple stuff, folks. Oh, I have, but not McCaskill yet. No,
You should do it.
I'm retired. What part of retired are you missing? Even though we got a retirement. I have been.
There's too much corruption. There's too much lack of transparency in the South Lane.
If it makes you feel any better, I am looking to start my own business starting at the beginning of the year. And one of the things I am looking to do is set up a nationwide calendar that keeps track of every single meeting, every single agenda, and every single minute. Because in the legal profession, to go ahead and have AI I can file motions at the speed of light. Well, then fine, I'm gonna file motions against any and every municipal unit that declines to give me a copy of their agenda. It isn't, no, and that's the, here, that is the biggest, in my opinion. It's tough, listen. Eloquent as we are, the number of rules that are in the court, you can't get fucked by the smallest of things.
But if we all got together.
No, and I'm Brian, I'm always open for potential.
My thing is, how do you even find a lawyer to hire that knows municipal board, but who is not already on someone's side?
Too many attorneys are afraid to take on municipal units unless it's something like a personal injury or whatever. Think about it, because those attorneys live other places. There's networks, you know what I mean, and if the minute.
And I feel like some big names I know of, I feel like there's only a few firms or a few names, and they already represent town. So, like, what's the likelihood, for instance, like, what's his name that helps involve, like, Olson? Like, I guess then if he would help, it's like, what's the likelihood that he would help, let's say, in transparency partners? Where he already,
That's something you gotta
has so many other.
Okay, but you gotta ask them. I mean, that's the one shot, you gotta.
No, I just think that.
Olson actually represents a lot of municipal units as well, you know what I mean, so it's.
And that's probably why I get suspicious though, that I realize we have a small pool of lawyers willing to do municipal law. And they're all constantly fighting for the business of all forward.
Oh, yeah, no, even that.
If we're watchdogs from outside, we want transparency, we're not necessarily.
They get paid no matter how many times we complain, and in fact, attorneys love us complaining, period, because they get billable hours. It's that simple.
With every lawsuit.
Every filing to the PAC office, which is gonna go nowhere. That's a money maker for them. So it is one of those, oh no, please do complain, so we can bill, you know, even more hours, even though we know that, even though we know the municipal unit is going up.
Yeah, because the lawyers always, they're always really.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like a small lawyers and small posts full time, so even if you were able to find someone to take on a watchdog.
It's a question of not how to get it.
How do you know that one that here doesn't?
Class action grade that I have never figured out what that is. But if you can get it to a class action grade, that's how you get an attorney interested. It's just on what grounds kind of stuff is class action again. Now, for example, if you've got a lot of people in the ring, you possibly could. You know, again, you gotta show the damages, you know, and all those, you know, it's not so simple. But to me, that's the best shot, especially in this climate. And we just need mass amounts of class action.
I mean, anything to at least improve the transparency. Hey guys, sorry for. I don't know why they're taking so long, guys. Sorry. And what was your question, guys? You said. What did we say here, guys? Okay. Board meeting. Okay. Oh, French says I prefer Montreal, but Quebec has more old. Yeah, I love the old city, l'histoire, you know, of Quebec. More than 400-year-old walled city, Quebec City. Oh yeah. I wonder if a lot of people use the library. Wyoming, good question. You know, more people should than they do, I think. But yeah, I don't think we're not even fully staffed. So, hey, Shara. Every adult have a big collection of books. I don't know actually. I mean, you kind of saw our library. I think for the size of our town, we would have more, but yes, they're in executive session still. 35K books. I don't know. They must be having issues. This is a long executive. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, what is going on? How is the meeting going? Cher says, Ryan, look in the budget proposal and see if a consultant of some sort is in the budget to be paid. I've gone down the rabbit hole. You know, Cher, unfortunately, if you go back earlier in the video, we checked it out. Initially, I thought that the budget was posted, but just sort of covered up, but it was the budget from last year. So I don't know of anyone who's actually seen the budget here online or posted in person. So that's what we are. It's an issue, and they want to vote on it. You know, so we have major transparency issues here. I sent a correction about the Cincinnati story to Apple that came out today. Oh yes, I think I did see that text. Yeah. And I meant to share a video where I actually cut into them and tasted them, and at least 2 of them were pretty good. They had a pretty good flavor, so. But you know, stuff happened, right? I got calls, I had to do a Zoom meeting, so it was crazy. But while we're waiting, don't forget, so I have court Tuesday morning regarding Jedediah and the harassment, you know, him and his team. Next Tuesday night, we have a township meeting, a board meeting, so that should be interesting. Same issues, right? People spending money, and we don't know where the money is, and they don't want to do audits. Thursday morning, Amir and Hassan will be in court for the harassment with Jed. Wyoming, the large city near me built a beautiful library. It cost money, but now they're having budget problems, spent too much on the building. Yeah, that's what I feel like they did that here in Harvey. I feel like they spent way too much money on this project. Yeah, and I'm all for public libraries, you know, but it's again, this board seems to be more interested in what can they get out of the Harvey Public Library instead of trying to provide value for the taxpayers. That's the common issue with all these boards. So please, wherever you live, ask questions, go to meetings, run for office, okay? I don't know, Grace, I see your question about the court. I don't know if mine is going to be on Zoom. I'm not certain. I don't think so. Because it's going to be in a courthouse on the south side. But I know Markham Courthouse on Thursday morning for Amir and Hassan at 9 a.m. that they will have a Zoom option. Oh, your transit. And I love public transit. Like, people should use it, you know? But anyway. It's just, and there's so many cool things you can do. Like, for instance, there was, hey, it's crazy. Like, I remember seeing some articles about libraries that they got a tool. Like, it's a public library, right? So you're using public funds. And they would get make a tool library. So anybody could check out tools like, let's say, yard tools or tools to fix something in your house. Like, so there's so many creative things you can do with the idea of public shared resources. I'm a huge fan of that. Also, a lot of people may not have internet access or may not have computers, right, that they need. So if nothing else, we should be providing that for free here at a much larger scale. Like, allow people internet access. So, there's a lot of things you can do, but first we have to even know where the current money's going. Tinley, when we had FOIA issues, PJM, yes, Stan, I believe that is the company, right? Valerie, what's the name of the attorney firm again?
For Tom Condon?
Yeah.
Montana and Welch. Yeah.
Is that the same as PJM? What's PJM?
No.
It's Montana and Welch.
I can't do it off the cuff, sorry.
That's okay. No, it's okay. Okay, so it's not PJ. Somebody said in Tinley they had PJM, so I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's right, you're doing that live thing.
Yes, they're asking questions. She's like, well, we had PJM and we had issues with FOIA. So he's not with PJM. That's all I wanted to know.
They can't see me over here.
No, you can see, but. And then Wyoming says, Ryan, if Jed is breaking the law and the police don't arrest him, do they give you a reason why? Is there some acceptance for a meeting? It's just great. It's a response. Okay, so the issue with the Jed thing, Wyoming, is that what the law says is that they're supposed to be making the arrest. I've already made 3 reports that he has violated that order. Okay, so they're supposed to make the arrest. It has nothing to do with what Jed's doing now. He's already violated the order. So so now I have it on video 3 times where they've refused to arrest him, but it has nothing to do with his behavior on that particular occasion, whether he violated again or didn't, because the violations are already documented. So that's what's so crazy about that. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I'm sorry.
I know other came on that. Come on.
So what?
Oh, yeah. When that man was trying to discuss with the homeless happened.
Yeah.
In my,
I could ask them for the budget.
deciding if you want to go in or if it's like an accident, so that one has but sincerely.
There's no context. But I'm just thinking like if someone wants to, they said that they were going to terminate their contract with the temp agency, and then they were letting the temps go. So discussion about staffing agencies, and then I'm just like, oh, did someone bring it that? And I have no idea. So that was the whole thing. No. That's the last time I remember.
Oh, I don't have
I just want to make sure.
Right.
But no, I've been on and off, it shows my name. So it's one of those things that.
They're sending it to us. They're sending it to
I
us.
was not caught over for, 200, Courtney, meeting anybody had ever come before, including one from Preston, where they did the water center, and we got water from the well for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? So I was really into it. I said I'd reply. It's a Valerie coming in. And this was because I love her. That's how far along.
So you get there done.
Well,
I heard a little bit of loud.
I can find shut down
Okay. We're back, guys. We're back. Yay. What did you guys say?
All the time. Let's get this stuff done. All they do is make us.
Feels so confusing because the police just ignore you. Exactly, Wyoming, right? And that's why that's why it's important to get stuff, at least recorded to see. It's insane. Yep. I went through Chick-fil-A today on something free transportation.
Items 723, make a motion to reconvene open session.
Second.
President Haskell?
Yes.
Vice President Taylor?
Yes.
Secretary Haskell, yes. Treasurer Nelson?
Yes.
Trustee Hooks?
Yep.
Trustee Morgan?
Can you guys see okay? Is it not blurry? Let me know if it's blurry.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. To number 5, treasury report as of July 2025.
And account number 1331, we have $498,836.65 in our region account. In our account 1359, we have $674,762.22 in our other region account. In our account 5775, we have $1,622,158.35 in our first merchant. In account number ending in 0863, we have $7,914.70 in our first merchant account. In our account ending in 3106, we have $6,740.37 in our Illinois funds. In account number ending in 0011, we have $23.95 in our Illinois funds. In account number 5535, we have $189,590.41 in our Illinois fund account, giving us a total of $3,026.65. That is our July treasury report.
Have a question regarding the deposits.
As a follow-up from last month's meeting,
start doing deposits, make deposits?
I haven't made it.
You haven't made a deposit yet? Okay. Have you opened a bank account yet?
No.
So what are you reading from it? Is that something that was made and given to you, or is it an actual bank statement?
Stop asking me to check. Then I'm making that right up.
You make it up? Okay. Cause I know the president made it last month.
We're not, but it's not a discussion. It's
No,
not-
I'm
we're not
just
in the vote.
making a note, and I was also following up because you said you
You
making
didn't.
deposit.
You didn't. The
That's
chair,
fine.
the chair not recognized. Okay?
That's fine. On another, in regards to.
Approval of the,
In regards to the payment of $180,000 for the bond payment of
Approval.
interest, can
trustee
you,
Price, you got it.
okay, I apologize, but can you,
Trustee Price, you got it.
can you answer my question?
Trustee Price, you got it.
Is this not the time to discuss
Trustee
finance?
Price, you got it.
When should I discuss finances?
Trustee Price, you got it.
When should I discuss finances?
Order number 7, approval of the bills.
Wow.
Try to report free.
All right, so we have the bills list, oh, I'm sorry. Number 6, approval of July 2010 minutes. Make a motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Question, sorry. We're still missing the minutes from June for the special board meeting, and we said last month it would be in the packet this month, and it wasn't. You got those?
You get a chance.
Did you send them, Tom? Like, who dropped the ball? Was it you or
What's that?
those minutes that we didn't approve last month? They were sent to who? Who did send it to? The minutes that we did not approve last month, for the special meeting, we said we would do it this month. Correct? You sent them? You sent them? So I'm just trying to determine, because maybe it got lost in spam. I'm just making sure that we could have the minutes so we can review and approve them.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
President Paxton,
Yes.
Vice President Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary McCaskill, yes. Treasurer Johnson,
Yes.
Trustee Hooks, Trustee Morgan, I hear Trustee Price.
Yes.
Order number 7, approval of the bills for the amount of $94,503.57.
Second.
Roll call.
Question. For the $66,000 bill, I believe the threshold for approval is $30,000. The board did not vote on whoever J and Smith pooling and areas. We have a $66,000 pool coming out for us.
He was part of the original contractors who.
From when? What year?
He was one of the original contractors from when they took the bids way back when Xavier City, when we reintroduced when Kim was
2023?
here. When Kim was here, and by far, he's the lowest bidder. And the complaints of the employees and the patrons of the library about the heat and the air, you can either vote yes or you can vote no.
Attorney, can you explain is there an expiration in terms of RFP and bid proposals? Like, can we just get back from 1990s for a proposal that was submitted and say, hey, this is what we want now?
The RFP would have determined, I haven't seen the RFP.
No, I'm just asking, like, in general, how does that work?
In general, the bidding process, you determine how long the bid will become open. Typically, contractors can do, when you say that your bid, like, when you do an RFP, you put it out and say, your bid has to be good through a date certain.
Oh,
So, and typically old, and I'm not familiar with the RFP, I didn't see it. You're required to do the lowest responsible bidder. You have to publicly bid it, but as it relates to how long a price needs to remain open, it's determined based upon when it was bid. So if you look at an RFP, it'll say, most people, it needs to be open for 60 days, it needs to be price fixed for 90 days.
right.
So obviously, in terms of most places wouldn't want a bid that was 2 years old, obviously the cost of labor, most people want their bids to be for the shortest period. And usually it's the contractor that won't honor the price. And they won't honor the price because if, let's say they bid $10,000
Right.
2 years ago. Well, since then, the cost of
Let's hear
deployments of
about
everything has
it.
gone up, and so, most,
And then
aren't there a time period, but for example, like in the state of Illinois, they might bid for the joint program, they can bid, and then you can jump onto it. But period, you know, this, for example, the state might say the price has to be good for 2 years.
But even if the bid was the lowest 2-3 years ago, they still didn't come before the board to be voted upon to even do the work.
I don't know what's, I don't know what you're.
Oh, so we're gonna vote for them after the fact?
See,
So have they done this?
Look at the agenda.
listen, Anthony McCaskill, nor none of us here, I believe, had nothing to do with AC and the building of this building, right? We knew 4 years ago that this dude's in a situation.
Yeah.
All right? And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's right here, it's not, what's the problem?
What is the problem? I mean, because I know you just don't wanna be wrapped up in this.
No.
But what I'm saying is that this is, we never voted on it,
So
so I'm just asking.
so at the end of the day, you can either say yes. or you
So
say
wait,
no.
I ain't gonna say either say yes or no if we never bid, if it never came
Mhm.
before the board to even vote on it.
At the end of the day,
Right.
you can say yes, or you can say no.
First of all, the
At
work
this
was already
point, at
done.
this point, the work is not already done.
So wait,
That's what.
also, is this a new bid, this is a new quote? Because we
Cleaning.
have prices on it from June 27th, 2025.
That's the updated price list, and actually, it went down from the first originally put in a year and a half ago. And by far the cheapest. And because there's an emergency situation, right? There's an emergency situation. Here we go. I mean,
As the emergency.
it doesn't,
So
quite
have
an
they done the
honor.
work?
Quite an honor. You will be removed.
Mm.
You will be removed.
So what, have they done the work or no?
They came and they checked the filters. And by the way, Mr. Pitts, and he was here, he's the one who brought these people in, first and foremost. So they changed the filters and things like that.
So
So
they
they, then they came back and they changed it again.
This is getting petty.
It's not petty. At the end of the day,
Because why even that Mr. Hicks had to come up? What all that, what is all
because he did the service work
What
last
all that
year.
cost?
He did service work last year, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, okay, then what they're supposed to make somebody vote because you said Mr. Hicks? Like, come on.
I got a first and second roll call.
I apologize, I have a question on the contract. So is this the actual contract where it just says, oh, so this is the deposit of 66,000, so the total is 132, and they want half? That's what you're saying? I mean, I need to be clear on, and I hope everybody else here would want to be clear on what we're paying for and what we're voting on.
You got the board back, right? You know, you had it, so.
I had it for
The board package was upside down.
It was-
Turn the right side up, but it doesn't matter. That's
That's
actually.
neither here nor there, but.
Okay, so we got first.
No, can you answer the question? So the total, this is to replace all units is 132,000,
Mhm.
and then we're required to pay 50%. So. That's
We got first, we got second, President Castle,
Yes.
Vice President Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary Castle, yes, Treasurer Johnson,
Yes.
Trustee Hooks,
No.
Trustee Morgan, here, Trustee Price.
no.
Motion carries.
So we'll go to number 8 for time constraints, correspondence and announcements. We're gonna take those. We have any correspondence and announcements, administrative forms. If not, we just take what you have in the packet.
I have a question for Ms. Morris, that's okay. So I had a question because we had a patron that voiced a concern about the new library cards. It had the incorrect website hours on it. I'm curious to know, when did we pay for those? Did we order new library cards?
Yes, we did, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know, how do we pay for it?
There's an invoice there.
For who?
There's an invoice for Lucas, cars.
Lucas cars, so we don't use Gemco anymore?
I had no knowledge about Genco. I called Lucas, because that's the information I have from another librarian.
President McCaskill?
Oh, we don't go into that. So correspondence and announcements, staff reports, Ms. Moore, you have staff reports.
No, I have submitted the staff report,
You take it as read, if that's okay.
and, it's already should have been read, I sent it every day with the attachments. Emergency introductions, community-driven, digital equity events. And then we had Jayla Lewis, this is a proposal to host the community financial literacy program. We also had 2 incident reports that's attached to the sheet, that is one.
Do we have any, resumes come in for the director?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any resumes for the director's position or something.
New business. Putting no action from executive session, so we can, make a motion to table that. Second. Roll call.
President McCaskill?
Yes.
Vice President Taylor?
Yes.
Secretary McCaskill, yes. Treasurer Johnson?
Yes.
Trustee Hooks?
What do we,
Table new bill.
On the action.
Tabling action from executive session. Which is number-
well, I didn't hear you, because you was talking, no, I didn't hear you. So, what you said?
Yes.
What was the, I'm asking, what?
I'm asking you, do you want to approve that, like, the actions from executive session?
No, table, so we table,
The
right?
table.
I made a motion. Treasurer Johnson made a second. Let's do a roll call.
Okay. Wait, so we're tabling new business or?
No, we take it.
Okay.
There's no actions from executive
Got it.
session, we technically could just.
So trustee Hooks?
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, I'm confused.
I'm confused too. What are you doing?
We're tabling what?
10A.
Oh, 10A, oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Trustee Morgan, not here. Trustee Price?
Yes.
Number B, approval for HVAC, proposal. Second.
Second.
Where is the proposal? No, I see, like, I don't know, cash app receipts, I don't know what this is, just up here.
It's a proposal, and you saw, like you said, it's $132,000.
That's all I see, it says units will be serviced bi-monthly, which entails 6 visits a
But
year.
you saw the
Includes
packet, it should have been a packet in there as well.
Yeah, but it does not, it's not a, what are we voting on? What did you just say? We're voting on we're voting on the contract, right?
Or a proposal.
On the proposal, I don't see a proposal. Am I being unreasonable? I don't,
No.
Vice President, do you see a proposal? I'm gonna check that. Has anybody seen a proposal?
I don't see that.
What do you
I don't
mean?
have none. Not in here.
The prices on the deposit.
I see an invoice for $1,508 that's, I believe,
Well, what's the
for service.
Where, I don't have. Vice President said she don't got it either.
Ms. Moore, can you do me a favor, can you go print out a copy?
Mm.
So let's table, let it be until, Ms. Moore's come back with the, proposal. Need a
Second.
motion. Yeah, second.
President McCaskill?
Yes.
Wait, what are we voting on?
We're just tabling it until she gets back into her.
Okay.
Vice President Taylor?
Yes.
Secretary McCaskill, yes. Treasurer Johnson.
Yes.
Trustee Hooks.
Yeah.
Trustee Morgan, not here. Trustee Price.
Yes.
Going to letter C, approval of special counsel, the Delgado Group, pertaining to staffing, agency, and trustee involvement. Need a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Discussion. I'd like to ask the attorney, is having Delgado Law Group as counsel, and it's also the counsel for the Park District, and we have a Park District employee and also a Park District trustee, is that a conflict of any sort that you can imagine in any scenario at all? Or because it was brought to us by the president proposing this company and there's a prior relationship, do you see this being an issue?
You mean like the attitude?
Exactly like that, because it's
I
a prior
guarantee
relationship.
we won't pay them $250,000. This is for a 60-day investigation on the things that was talked about in executive session. Now, if you wanna lay it out, you can lay it out, it's up to
He
you.
absolutely can,
So
because I'm not a lawyer, nor do I
at the end
have
of the day,
anything on it.
there's a first, Mr. Price,
No.
Mr. Price, please.
I know you let out, but,
There's a
don't
first,
give it to him.
there's
So,
a second.
no, I had a question for the attorney, you said he works for the entire board, so can you?
He already said it's not a conflict, I mean, it is a conflict, so what are we gonna do here?
Is there a
Oh,
conflict?
okay, never mind, the president said it was a conflict, so with that being said, let's do you got a second? Let's call the roll. That's what you said.
I said it's not a conflict. I said it's not a conflict, but that's fine, it's a joke. It won't be funny when the findings come out. No, it won't be. But if you say something else, you're gonna get removed. That's my last time saying it, Mr. Price, seriously. I don't be disrespectful, you don't disrespect me. Okay. Got a first and second, roll call.
President McCaskill.
Yes.
Vice President Taylor.
Yes.
Secretary McCaskill, yes. Treasurer Johnson.
Yes.
Trustee Hooks.
No.
Trustee Morgan, not here. Trustee Price.
No.
Motion carried.
Old business, I don't have the updated digital copy, this is in PDF, but I'll send it out. But again, like we talked about in the public hearing, there was only one adjustment, and it was $1,000 moved to the number 7, which is special reserve fund for building fund. So that turned from 170 to 171, for $171,000. That was the only thing, and once I get to the non-PDF file.
Do you have copies of the revised one?
I'll send out a copy, so I said, I'll send a copy when I get to the Word version, this is the PDF version, not the Word version.
So I'm, wait a minute, how you vote? We have to vote.
Follow me. See, here we go. When we had the last meeting, we talked about this whole scenario. I said, okay, there was an error of $1,000. We all discussed that we were gonna move it from one place to another.
Right.
And we did that.
Right.
So what I'm saying to you is, so what's the problem?
I asked were we voting on this.
Yes.
Now,
It's on the agenda.
we finna vote on it now,
Yes.
without eventually having it in
Ms.
our.
Hooks, you made the change on your copy, right? Last board meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm saying to you is, I don't have the Word version to update it, but before we send it to the county, it will be updated. And prior to sending to the county, a signed copy will go to the trustee.
I'm saying, we vote on something that I don't see right.
Got you.
Right.
But, and it's right here from the last meeting. It's in the minutes. So,
I would make it.
I make a motion to approve the FY 25, FY 26 appropriation budget for $1,649,129,129 and 0 cents. Second. Hold up, sorry, hold up, it's my fault. Yeah. $1,650,129 and 0 cents.
100 what?
129. So it's 1.649129. That's also,
1.65?
it's also in the minutes from last board.
I know that's what I'm looking at. You
That's what I
said-
said, 165, I'm sorry, 1650129.00.
Motion, second.
Second.
Roll call.
President McCaskey,
Yes.
Vice President Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary McCaskey, yes. Treasurer Johnson,
Yes.
Trustee Hooks,
Yeah.
Trustee Morgan, not here. Trustee Burrows.
No.
Motion carried.
Motion, in fact, audience participation, do we have any audience participation? Okay. Anyone go first?
Eric Jeffers, CPR instructor. I passed out information way earlier this year about trying to start a CPR class here in the library. And I'm here to see where we stand with that decision on putting a CPR class together.
So I got a question for you, one simple question. Are you receiving any grants or funding for this?
No, I'm not, the funding will be coming out of the participants of the class, $65 per person.
And what will be the cut from what will be our percentage as a library?
We can discuss it, it would be, what, $10 per person, 15. It's all up to, you know, after we get together and negotiate, you know, because I gave him the paperwork to sit down there and be able to sit there and come to council and talk about, you know, what we can do about, you know, percentage and everything and breakdown. You know, because first I called to actually ask to rent a room, and then they told me that, you know, you also have the meetings and stuff, and come here and give my proposal to the council.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else with public comment?
Good evening, everyone. Cheryl Jones. According to 820 ILCS 115-2, which is the Illinois Wage Payment and Collections Act, Section 2 definition states, payments to separated, i.e. resigned or fired employees shall be termed final compensation and shall be defined as wages, salaries, earned commissions, earned bonuses, and the monetary equivalent of earned vacation, earned holidays if it applies. If the employee, if and other compensations owed by the employee by the employer pursuant to an employment contract or agreement between the two parties. Otherwise, final compensation means final and must be given. As used in this act, the term employer shall include any individual, partnership, association, corporation, limited liability company, business trust, employment and labor placement agencies where wage payments are made directly or indirectly by the agency or business for work undertaken by the employees. In 2025, it's unreasonable, underhanded, and downright immoral for any corporation, business, or library not to pay an individual their wages. As stated before, an employee who is separated is entitled to their final compensation. But if that word final is being misunderstood,
1 minute.
that's the absolute, the end, the last. Check. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Askew, and I had two things. Number one, it was mentioned in the treasurer's report about a First Merchants account. I just wanted to point out, and I'm assuming that you were speaking of First Merchants Bank. They actually closed their Harvey branch and they're actually no longer in the Illinois market because First Merchants depository branches were actually bought out by 02nd. So I guess my suggestion, if it's not already been done, again, I'm not privy to that information, that the financial accounts for the Harvey Library be at Fifth Third Bank, since that's the only financial institution in this town as of late. That would just be my suggestion. And then number two, I guess I was a little off-putting by the first person's comment about the CPR classes and Mr. McCaskill, your response was, what's our cut? It just gave very backdoor dealish instead of maybe having an official proposal submitted, a conversation being had of if there is a price, is there a discount for residents? Or is there some type of incentive? I do believe CPR classes are super important, but I do believe maybe there needs to be some type of organization or structure on how people like him and other resources provided by the library, if there's a proper submission process and not kind of like this Q&A here, like what's my cut? It's just kind of off-putting a little bit, seeing it has, this is the people's house, this is the people's library. So that's my comment, thanks.
I'm gonna address one thing. So do you think that it's fair that a person, an entity, make money off the taxpayers' bill and don't get anything back?
Number one, never said it was wrong, however, I do believe that there's a proper way to go about that, and that what was done here was not proper. And I do understand the concern, but I do think it could have been addressed a little bit better. I do believe that there is some type of synergy here, because CPR classes are very much needed. Heart disease is rampant in the African American community. I just don't believe how it was handled at this point was appropriate, and I don't believe it was appropriate for the public. That's what I'm saying. I do understand that
And so there's
we have purposes as a board and people, businesses, and resources that want to do business or want to partner with the library. I totally understand processes and concerns. I just think what happened here, this exchange was inappropriate.
That's your opinion. But the Harvey Fire Department does CPR first aid for free.
No, it's not actually for free. According to the Harvey newsletter that I printed out, it's $80 for non-residents and $70 for residents.
And that's not what they told us.
Well, it's printed on the monthly newsletter that is actually for public consumption at City Hall, and is actually printed on the digital copy on the library as well.
Are you a Harvey resident?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay.
Go ahead, and then I'll go after you.
Good evening. Did not expect to speak at all tonight, and now I'm begun speaking twice. So thank you for the honesty on why, when I asked for a copy of the budget and appropriations for 25-26, why I wasn't given one. Apparently, according to what just happened here, there is no copy. So not only was the public hearing that was held at 6:15 absent of any documentation for the public to talk, the fact that you guys violated the 48-hour rule, you are in violation of the OMA Act, which means that the meeting that you just had, you didn't have the agenda front-facing 48 hours straight, contiguous, legible, which invalidates your vote on the budget and means that the entire vote today shouldn't have happened and was illegal because the hearing was held illegally. Thank you.
We do have photos of the vehicles.
It's irrelevant, and what you have up there is from 23-24.
Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Yes. So I just wanted to reiterate that about the OMA violation. Also, in general, from the board, we need to see budget bills, the treasurer's report, everything has got to be documented. Everything's just wrong with this board. Like, I had to do everything, and Mr. Price and I don't always agree on everything, but you know, the way you treat Ms. Price and Chappelle Hooks, they're asking questions because you guys waste our money. And how dare you try to throw him out? Because you're eviscerating his wife in front of his eyes. How would you feel if someone did that to your wife? And that has nothing, no, just listen. Sir, just listen. This is my time to talk. Sir, you serve the public. This board, do you know there are people in Harvey, older black residents, who some of them were the first to be able to buy their homes here, and they're being pushed out because the taxes are high. And a big reason is because you aren't accountable to the people. So how dare you grill these ladies? Sir, no, let me have my comment first. You may respond after.
We've never raised taxes.
Sir.
Start with that. And second of all, we are doing very
I'm
well.
reclaiming my time. Go ahead. You want to answer? But you're not getting into my time.
Go ahead, Mr. Silvowski, whatever, please.
Okay. So as a reminder, we pay for you. You work for us. Rude treatment, unprofessional. The lawyer, what are you doing? What, you're letting him and this board do things illegally. And it's nothing personal, but you are so unprofessional, so beyond unprofessional. Release all documents before you vote on them. I mean, I don't know, I can't see
how anything you're doing looks remotely professional or legal, I would say. And this lady wants to make the comments about that she's 100% right. And you want to shame her? Because it sounds like you're trying to get money off of this man who wants to just give CPR classes. Let him give the damn classes. And also, we have people, no, I'm reclaiming my time because he was speaking over me. We have people, Mr. President, they want to come in and use the library for internet. And we don't even have a library director. They're not able to get those services they need. So, this board seems to be more interested in what they can get out of the Harvey Library than serving the community. And I'll remind you again, you have elderly black residents who are being pushed out of their homes because of the taxes they're paying for this board. Thank you. Do better.
So I'm gonna address, I usually don't address, public comment. I'm gonna address. So the fact that when I was elected in 2021, the Harvey Library was on the brink of shutting down, right? And as you can see, we're great stewards of the money that we have, because we got $3 million in the bank. So we're not wasting any money.
We've never seen that. Show us the paper, sir.
It's in the minutes.
Show us the receipts.
At the end of the day, that's what it is. And so the next thing, the fact that you can speak on behalf of elderly black women is completely out of order. You're out of order. Secondly, right?
You're just dodging accountability. Release the receipts.
Accountability.
Show us the receipts, Mr. President.
You're right. I got the receipt, sir. Yes, let's go.
Post them online. We're waiting.
We're back to the approval. Okay. Go ahead.
Good evening, for the record, Eagle White only, last night, LA, and he is David R.Y. It's been a year since I've been to a board meeting, and for those of you who are new, I'm a clinical social worker who had put my life on hold for the last year because my mother passed away last September. So, I'm back, and I'm only saying that for two reasons. One, I want to thank Mr. McCaskill and Mrs. Price for their immediate assistance when my backpack was stolen. For those of you who don't know, on April 19th, there was one person in the library, and again, it was my fault. Who would have thought that I could put my backpack down, go to the bathroom, come back, and be gone? It would be okay if the backpack didn't include artifacts that belong to me. And I'm over. I really wasn't, which brings me to why I came to got back. So the Harvey police and the police report that was not produced, and the thought of, if I persist, am I going to wind up in jail? I mean, a lot went on April 19th. Only saying that gets back to again, from the standpoint of accountability, if something serious happened in this library, and a police report had to be generated, you got a conflict. That's all I'm going to say. And finally, because there hasn't been any, I am going to address that comment, elderly black residents, for one reason. Again, our ministry checks in on a lot of grandmothers who, again, their mental health is poor because of everything that they do have to go through with the ministry funds. So after the meeting, we need to ask Mr. McCaskill, as president, a question, because he gave me permission that was denied for something that, again, I just expect not special treatment, but just the understanding that you do have a lot of black elderly female residents who are under a lot of stress. So, thank you very much. And for the record, policy, if you go to the library, under policy to public participation, it does say 3 months. So if you're going to change it back into have a vote and a vote from there. Thank you.
That's correct.
If we don't have any other from the audience that want to participate as well. I just wanted to,
submitted a request for information that has not been, complied with yet, and that the board has been informed by the Attorney General that they have 7 days, to respond, to give the information. So I'm hoping that the information is provided, the board does the right thing, or the FOIA officer, I'm sorry, the president, does the right thing and provides those documents. And I don't feel that we should have to go this route as a trustee and a resident to ask for information if I'm asking for it and it not be given, and then ask for it as a resident and then not be given for it in the due time. You have a question? No, I was looking at the trustee. You know what I'm talking about? No.
No, because you said you get to the board, but you didn't.
Oh, right.
So I'm listening.
And also, I just wanted to, address an issue. I came into the library and, Mr. Doyle also mentioned that we have 1 employee in the building, and our bylaws state that there should never be 1 employee in the building. I did leave you a voice message, not sure if you checked it or not, President McCaskey, because you didn't answer the call. And our bylaws state that there always has to be a manager on duty, as well as not having, 1 employee on staff. So hopefully we can have that as an agenda item next time if we need to get more staff, et cetera. That's my comment.
I got a comment. Since you got the copy of the bylaws, can you give us a copy of it as you as board members? Because you guys are always saying something about bylaws and policy, but it's a lot of these board members that's something we have to understand. So we like to be updated with it, but if you got a copy of it, can you please present it to us?
The attorney asked me.
I'm asking as a, like all the rest of the people out there, as a Harvey resident, if you have a copy, can you give us a copy?
Do you have the bylaws, attorney?
We talked about this, that the bylaws, that there was 1 copy. We're in the process, 2 meetings ago, to update the bylaws.
Well, not the policy, sorry.
So the library policies, they're called, on the website, they're referred to as library policies and bylaws.
It's under the same.
Yeah, it's under the same thing. So those are the ones that are available. My understanding is that
I go
there is
online.
I want a copy of yours, so we can have the same thing, is what I'm saying, so we can say.
Right, they're online on the website. I don't have like a personal copy.
Okay.
My understanding was the original blue, there was a blue one, at the previous director, when she was terminated, that there was a blue copy that you and I saw. I wouldn't know, apparently no one knows where that's at. And that's the last, that was the last copy of the bylaw, or the policies that govern that, that the board knew that they were effective in the date.
And I just like to say one final thing. I'm looking forward to when we can, have a director. The board did vote to hire Corn Ferry to bring on, to do an executive search. I see that someone posted on 1 job board for a library director, so thank you to whomever did that. We said we didn't have any. So hopefully we can get to spending. You did that.
Well, 2 meetings ago, the board directed me to do it, and so I posted one, on the Illinois Library Association.
It's on a job board.
It's through them.
Okay.
So the Library Association gives you 1 free posting a year, so at that meeting I was directed to do it, so.
So we can get someone in here so we can start spending the $3 million on services and programs.
Hold on. I got it. So, I had a couple of, complaints from patrons that came in and came in and visited the library and I was told that, Ms. Morris told them that the children, they had to make an appointment or something like that to be in use of the library. I don't know when that was supposed to be, established, because I thought it's public, everybody can come and use the library. Also, I wanna know why I did not receive what I just asked for. go make a copy and I didn't receive one.
Anything else, trustee Hooks? Or Ms. Hooks? Sorry.
And so,
Those are the invoices for services already been rendered.
so how,
It is, the 1,500, and that's what this is. This is not a service agreement. This is not a contract or a policy.
so
Hmm. Mhm.
So this says HVAC proposal, but actually it's not a proposal. 'Cause I don't see, they're not proposing nothing. They just, they give them so, that's it.
It's not signed or executed.
Hmm.
And this is what we supposed to be going on?
That's not good.
No, I mean, no.
Too many.
I'm saying,
Not good.
you saying to either vote yes or no, but this is not a proper proposal though.
Is that everything?
Oh, this is the second page.
That was it. I'm sorry.
And you're spending our money, as a reminder. Don't even have a proper proposal.
Oh, so it looks like these are options. This is option number 2. So I don't have the first option number 1.
No,
Motion a second, and then there will be discussion.
the motion to, let's table the approval of the HVAC proposals. Roll call.
President McCaskey.
There's a motion. to
Vice
remove
President
from the
Taylor.
table item
You said,
10B. There's a motion to remove from the table item 10B.
to remove it.
Yeah, when you table it, then I gotta take it off the table to address it.
Vice President Taylor.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear when you first motioned, was it
No.
10A is what you guys are voting on this morning?
So we have motion.
Stop. Ma'am,
We-
you can't actually come.
The public needs to hear, though. You guys are so quiet and you talk so fast, we can't tell what's going on. The public needs to be able to know. She's not out of order, sir.
I'm just trying to.
You're out of order.
No, if we can't hear what you're doing, the public needs to be able to hear.
He explained the motion after we talked about it.
I know, I'm sorry, but it's hard to hear. You guys talk real quiet and you talk real fast, so it's hard to hear.
All right, yes, sir.
So again, just to clarify, what you guys are voting on right now is 10-A. Is that, am I
No,
wrong?
10-B.
Okay, because that's not on the budget that I'm seeing. I only have 10-A, then it goes to 11. So that's why I was asking the question. Because the agenda that I'm looking at has 10-A, then it goes to 11, then it goes to 12.
No, it's 10.
Okay, it's out of, okay, the numbers are messed up. Okay, 10A, actions from executive session, 10B, approval of HVAC proposal. There's 2 number 10s.
Oh, yes,
You gotta
yes.
say-
10A.
That is confusing.
Roll call.
President McCaskey.
Yes.
Vice President Taylor.
Yes.
Secretary McCaskey, yes. Treasurer Johnson.
Yes.
Trustee Hooks. Trustee Morgan, not here. Trustee Price.
Clarifying the motion is that
To remove it from the table.
we're on
It's
table.
not the vote, we're just taking it so that you can put it back, and then someone will make a motion to approve it.
Yeah.
So this is not a substantive motion on, so.
Yes, and you can say I'm out of line, but we too late. I just want the audience to notice the order of the roll. We've never had the president go first, but I just want to make that. I'm just saying, that's typically not how the roll call works, but I know we can't follow the leader here.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
President McCaskey.
Yes.
Vice President Taylor. Yes. Secretary McCaskey. Yes. Treasurer Johnson.
Yes.
Trustee Hooks.
No.
Trustee Morgan, not here. Trustee Price.
So now,
Now discussion, yes, vote.
I'm asking, what are we voting on the actual contract? The one you said you did not see, you don't have? That's what
What you talking, Smith? Are you gonna vote or not? Are you gonna vote or not? I ain't got time for this.
You guys are rush. Don't rush things. You rush it too much. We can't even understand.
I don't play games like that. I don't play games like that. I don't follow y'all. That's what I know. I don't follow y'all.
Motion to adjourn at 8.
Second. But the first motion was it had to be because they first voted to table it, and then
Right.
and then hurry up and said vote.
It's
to
so
approve it,
fast.
then
It's
the
way-
second motion has to
Right.
die in order for the other motion. You just said to table
We
10B.
motioned before we tabled it, and then we brought it off the table, and then we voted to vote for the approval.
Okay, so then when you voted to table it, that nobody voted or wasn't enough votes?
It was a vote.
We voted to table it, and then that's when she went to go get it. After we got done with everything else, she came back and then like she was like, I didn't get it, and then I went around the table, that's when we untabled it, and then we voted, and now we just voted.
Okay, so what's happening right now is
I researched you.
Motion to adjourn at 8:12.
President McCaskey. Vice President Taylor. Vice President Taylor. Secretary McCaskill, yes. Treasurer Johnson. Trustee Hooks. Trustee Morgan, I'm here. Trustee Crash. To adjourn.
Wow. Horrible job, board. You can do better. Do better. And you're so fast, we can't even follow what you're doing. Keep talking too fast. And not loud enough.
So did they go through the final vote?
I don't think any of them.
And disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Yeah. Let me ask.
And Mr. Attorney, do you have any comments on the behavior? No? No comment? Wow. Big house.
Oh, dessert. It doesn't make any sense.
No, that was a horrible meeting. That was a horrible meeting. So disrespectful.
Like the way he said, I did your job.
So are you guys gonna get the stuff online for us? We just want to see all the bills and everything. President McCaskill, are you guys gonna put stuff online for us to see? So we just wanted to see all the finances. Mr. McCaskill, are you gonna put everything online so we can see where the finances are?
Say that stuff in City Hall and bring it.
Well, you're spending our money. We just want to see where it's going. That's all. That's all. So no, that's a no. Okay, got it. I did ask for the record if he would be sharing where the money's going. No. No response. Aww, you had a little helper today. See you guys. She was so good. She was so good. You were so good. Bye.
Hey. I'll be at the car.
They treated you. They're treating you horribly. That's horrible. But you know what? I'm so glad that he said how he said it, because that is exactly how they think. He said, "What's in it for us?" That's exactly how they think, and that's totally wrong. It's 100% wrong. But she called it out.
Hey, I understand.
Because you're just trying to offer a good service for the community, but you can see this board, unfortunately, most of them don't care.
So it's just too bad, you know. That's all right. At least you keep coming. You're trying to do positive things. That's your board. Okay, thank you. Eris. Okay.
Yep.
I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you. Well, we met before.
Yeah, you came to my house.
We did. Oh, I did. I for my signatures.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. You didn't have that fancy hat on, though.
Oh, I've been wearing around the house.
Yeah, I love the hat.
Thank you.
That's awesome. No, keep it up. Oh yeah, I remember. Wait, are you in North Harvey?
No, I'm from
You're around here?
Union Avenue, East Side.
You're East Side. Okay. Because that does ring about this stuff. So, but yeah, keep it up. Hopefully, eventually, this board will get their act together one day. Okay. Good luck. Okay. This was I'm just kind of watching, but this was very bad. So yeah, thanks for hanging in towards the end, guys. I'm surprised nobody you guys weren't commenting more during the meeting, because it was pretty crazy. And we really did not get any information. We didn't get the information that we needed, so. But you did a great job. I'm just still observing to make sure that everybody's okay. And I don't want to interrupt them, but I just wanted to tell Miss Price that she was asking all the right questions, and that I fully support that. And it's nothing personal. Like, I said it, I don't, yeah, people aren't commenting, but I guess they're still watching. But, I don't always agree with the prices, but that's not what it's about. Like, she was doing her job. But yeah, I don't want to interrupt them when they're talking. But yeah, you better believe I'm not ending this live until I'm done.
All right, sir.
No.
Have a good night.
Okay, good night.
This way. We're going to the door.
Berserk, when did you sneak in? I didn't even see you.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. And Miss Hooks, I am so sorry. That board, they were so rude. I wanted to just jump up there for you and Tamika. They were so rude to you.
Just tell the truth.
They were so rude
You don't
to
have to
you.
apologize when you tell me the truth, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
To nobody. You know what I mean? I don't apologize for telling
Well, all right, guys. So that is it for now. I'll see you guys. I'll do a recap of when I get home.